everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. This morning I'm making cookies today. Okay, I've got some in the oven right now that are different, but I'm making Pops some cookies. I'm going to show y'all. I tore this off before I lay it down here. It's a Ghirardelli white chocolate candy bar that I had left over from Christmas. And so what I'm doing today is I'm doing some cookies and filling up Pop's thing for him to have some cookies. So I've got just some vanilla ones in the oven, and I'm using up my cake mixes that y'all sent me. This is a Duncan Hines Perfectly Moist Lemon Supreme. One of Pop's favorite things is lemon. So he's going to be surprised today when he comes home and he has two kinds of cookies. He's going to have like a sugar cookie type thing, and he's going to also have, well, I got that everywhere, didn't I? He's also going to have some lemon, a lemon. Let me put that in there. Okay, and get it off my counter. I'm going to put in one box of the Sonic Vanilla Shake Instant Pudding. Sonic. I hope y'all can see that. Let me lean it up against something so you can see it. But it is so good. I thought I could tear that with my hands, but I can't. But this box is a 2.90 ounces. It's more of the larger box. If you say, well, I can't find that or whatever, just put you a large vanilla pudding in there, okay? I'm also going to put in about one heaping tablespoon, and you can see how heaping that is, tablespoon of cornstarch. That helps a little bit, from what I've been told by an old baker, that helps your cookies not to spread all over the place. Let me take a look. They're looking good. Okay, Papa's going to be very surprised today. So I'm going to just mix this up, the pudding and the cake mix together and the cornstarch. And then I'm going to put in 2 eggs. And I've already broke them and looked at them and everything, and they're very, very good eggs, farm fresh eggs. And I'm going to put in 1 stick of melted butter. And I've let this set for a little while so it doesn't scramble my eggs whenever I pour it in there, okay? 1 stick. Well, some of it wasn't melted in there. And you say, Nan, those are ramekins. Yes, they do double duty for me, okay? I'm going to put in, this is what started the whole cookie deal. I'm going to show y'all. I ordered this. I make my own lemon extract. But this was pure lemon paste. And as much as Pop loves lemon, I thought I'm going to put that's probably a tablespoon of that paste into my cookie mix here. And you know how I sling stuff around, so I'm hoping I don't make too big of a mess. And if I do, you know me, I'll stop the camera and clean it up. But you know, I've made the replica crumble cookies. I've made those crumble cookies with the cake mix before, the strawberry. If you've not went over to my page, go over there and look up my copycat strawberry crumble cookie. I want you to know it's better. And I'm not a horn tuner. Y'all know, tutor. I'm not the horn tutor. But I'm telling you, if that is not one of the best cookie recipes that I've ever done. And I made up most of it. I got just a simple, basic, use a cake mix and the eggs and whatever, and made up the rest of it. Okay, let's get our pans all ready and clean up this mess, and we'll be back. I've got a large cookie sheet with a little parchment on it. I'm going to use my same scooper that I used on my vanilla, so don't have a panic when you see a little something on there, because it is, oh my, Pop loves lemon. So what I'm going to do is, if your cookies turn out to where you can roll them, you can roll them at this point into balls. Let me scoot that over a little bit. But these are going to be good sized cookies, okay? Oops. I've got to keep something sweet for Pop, y'all know. Let me scoot that over just, well, looky there. It wants to turn up on its side, and as I would say, it's wanting to show itself. Using the scoop is so much easier. You know, it's a little difficult sometimes to get it to come out of there, but how much easier is this than, and you've got most of your cookies at about all the same size, you know. I might have a small one left in here. So 3, 6, 9, about 10 cookies. And these are going to be good sized cookies. These are not going to be little things, okay? Let me get that. Put it right on there. A little bit more on the side. That was about a whole cookie right there. Look at that. Now, I'm going to take a little eyeball in on my cookies. I need just a tad bit more, not much. Get on there. Now I'm going to take a little bit of sugar. Now these are for Pop, okay? He loves lemon. I've said that a dozen times, but I'm going to do a lemon glaze icing for this. Now, if you could grease up your hands and roll these in little balls, you could roll them in the sugar. Okay, now as soon as those come out, we'll be popping these in. But before we do that, I had the little Ghirardelli bar, remember? I used half of it on my cookies that I have in the oven. Let me break this into little pieces, okay? It's easier for me to give it a chop and break it up into small pieces. My mouth is watering. We're going to stick some of these, a couple of these in each cookie. I just don't, even in my vanilla cookies that I've got, my ones I've got in the oven, I don't like to put dark chocolate chips or whatever into a light cookie. You can, but that's just not my favorite. But I'm not going to be eating these. Papa will be eating them. And he's just going to be shocked to find out he gets 2 different ones to choose from this time. But look how easy this is. And then I'm gonna make a little, like I said, a lemon glaze like to go over this. So why not just, I mean, this is one of those things I just made up. You know, I'm all the time, I said, again, I feel like the mad scientist sometimes in my kitchen because I get to looking around and I'm like, I could add this and I could add that. I don't think I've got room enough to stick too many little pieces in there. But let's just go ahead and use the rest of it. Now, let's be back. We'll be back when they're ready to go in. Okay, just got out one pan of cookies and I'm putting in my lemon cookies here. 350. I let my other cookies bake. Let me get it all the way in there. I let my other cookies bake about almost 18 minutes. So we'll see how long these bake, okay? So let's get them in the oven and get started. Okay, let's get a little bit of icing made, okay? So I've been making some icing for the other cookies too. And I'm gonna use about, there's only 10 cookies. I'm gonna use, I'll go ahead and put that little bit in there, just shaking it out of the bottom. I'm gonna put 1 cup, just 1 cup and a dash of powdered sugar. And let me grab my old whisk here because my other one I used a few minutes ago. And I'm gonna whisk this up to smooth it up a little bit. I had a few lumps in this one. Okay, now I'm gonna put about, this is milk, that's a tablespoon there. 1, 2, I might use just a little bit more in a minute, okay? I'm going to take some of my pure lemon paste. If you have lemon extract, use it. If you don't have lemon extract, then just use let's see, just use vanilla. That right there is a tablespoon. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. It just takes Ruby to make a little noise. So I better check and see if there's a delivery or something. Rowdy goes to the door and barks when he wants to potty. So that's what it was about. And when he makes a bark, the others just, they join in on the fun. I can smell, boy. I think I ordered that from Amazon. I know somebody's going to ask me. Oh, if you love lemon, that is unbelievable. You ought to smell this. My mouth is watering. Well, I think I got all the lumps out of that. That'll be perfect. Now, when my cake mix cookies comes out of the oven, then I will definitely let them cool just a little bit. And then we will start to put a little icing on our cookies and we'll finish up our video, okay? We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I left them in, going to let the dogs out. I left them in just a tad bit long, but this pan is so hot. I want to take them off the pan to stop the baking, okay? I want to stop the baking. So here are my lemon cookies. Bake them start checking them about 15. You just want your edges to get a little bit brown. So these are just a little bit overdone, as I say, but you know what? Pop's gonna love them. So let's take a little bit of our lemon icing. And drizzle over these. Now you can cover the whole thing. Don't worry about me getting some on my butcher's block. top. That's no big deal. I want to use all this up. This is all of them. This is all of them. We've got 2 more to go in the oven from the last batch of cookies that I did. So just drizzle this over your cookies. Pop's going to be happy. I'm going to let these totally cool before I do anything else. Let them totally cool. And then I'll probably add a little bit more icing back on them, okay? I'm just going to let that sort of soak in while they're cooling. Start watching them about 15. I would have probably kept them, because I checked them at about 15. And I thought, well, I just need a minute or so more. But that didn't happen because I got off on a dog run, okay? Got to go back and let them back in. I've been going over it just a little bit more with some icing. So, listen, we're going to try a bite of this in a few minutes. I'm going to move them onto probably a platter or something, and let them just set for a little while. I want you to know that this icing is absolutely delicious because I licked my finger. I sure did. That's why I'm trying to get every little drop out of here, because that is flavor, flavor, flavor. Get a little bit up off of my counter. Clean up my counter a little bit and put a little bit on my... Now, I've got a whole sink full of dishes to wash. Let me put just a little bit more Dawn dish detergent. That is so good. Pop's gonna love these cookies, whether they're a little overbaked or not. Let's scoop these up now. And we'll put them on our... Scoop this down a little bit so you can see. I'm putting them on a platter. And that will let them cool just a little bit more. I hope y'all get a chance to make these. I'm going to tell you something. Whether you believe it or not, these little cookies are a good cookie. They are a good cookie. I'm going to leave one there because I'm going to have to taste it for y'all, you know. Here we go. We've got them all on a platter, all iced up. And Father, thank you for this food, Lord. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for this snack, Lord, today. I pray, God, you'll bless it. And that, Lord, that people will get a blessing from it. I love you, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's take a nice little bite. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Those taste like you went to the bakery. I can't imagine if I'd have backed off about 3 or 4 minutes on that baking time. Watch for the edges of your cookie to just start to turn brown. These stayed puffed up a little bit more. I'm going to show you all real quick, even though it was in a different video, the other cookies that will be coming up. These are the, they are the white chocolate sugar cookies. Is what they are. And I want you to know, they're delicious too. So watch these videos. I hope you get a chance to watch both of them. They are so good. I know without a doubt that Pop is going to enjoy these cookies. They will be perfect with a big cup of coffee in the morning for him. And he's going to really enjoy it. And anybody else that comes along. Willow, she'll eat maybe the vanilla ones, but she will not touch the lemon ones or anything like that. She's such a picky eater. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm always trying to bake something chocolate for her because that is her favorite. And so Pop can just take so much chocolate. So mercy. But I'm going to go. I want y'all to know I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you coming in and watching with me. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for tuning in and watching the whole video. That way you know what's going on. And a lot of people just tune in to get the recipe, and then they send me all kinds of questions asking me how to do it. Watch the video. Watch the video, because that's how you know how to put it together or what to do with it. You know? Well, I'm going to go. Want you to remember today, you know, it seems like the old devil lately has just been really working overtime, hadn't he? I don't know if he has at your house, but he sure has at my house. He tries his best to destroy us, don't he? And to discourage us. Discouragement can tear a Christian down quickly. We need to encourage one another. We need to love on one another. If you see somebody out there that's struggling, having a hard time today, just speak life over them. Speak positive vibes over them. Positive things, not negative. Encourage them that they can face anything when God's there with them. You know, some of my viewers are going through cancer, they're going through treatments, they're going through infusions, they're laying there watching chemo drip, you know, and doing treatments and stuff. I want you to know I love you from the bottom of my heart. Just that little 4 months of a chemo drug, I thought, oh my goodness, what all these people go through. We don't know until we've walked a mile in their shoe what they're going through, okay? Go check my cookies. And but I want you to know, please encourage somebody today. Tell somebody about the Lord. It won't. Just plant that little seed and let God do the watering and let him do the increase. You just plant that seed about God and turn around, and the next thing you know, God will send somebody else to say something nice or somebody else to witness to them. And the next thing you know, they'll be in the family of the Lord, of God. You know, they'll be in the family of God. So let's keep encouraging one another, even as Christians. Let's encourage one another to keep going. We don't have long. The Lord's going to come back and get us. So just keep going. Keep encouraging one another. Keep telling people about the Lord. It'll be too late when we're raptured out of here. You say, Nan, that raptured word's not in the Bible. Well, I'll use this word. When we're caught up together. When we're caught up together and we're taken out. How's these people going to explain away that we're gone? They'll probably say aliens. Aliens came and got us, or a spaceship came. Oh, the devil can deceive people every day by showing a huge, them looking up in the sky and seeing a huge UFO ship or something. You know what I'm saying? He knows the way, and we've got a lot of people that's falling into that right now. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived, young'uns. I love yous. I'll see you next time, Lord willing.